What's up, guys? I cannot believe it. I woke up this morning to check Tomb Raider updates, and I think about the worst Tomb Raider update possible came out today. Pretty much an official announcement of the destruction of Tomb Raider. Of course, these people don't look at it that way, but this is really bad. Like, it's just... they've destroyed it, okay? This is the official announcement of the destruction of Tomb Raider, at least in my opinion. It's just awful. I'm gonna read it, and oh my gosh, it's just sad. I think we need a funeral for Laura. Okay, so here we go. Tomb Raider series to escape its colonial past. It's just ridiculous. British inventor Lara Croft will transition from being a raider of tombs to a seeker of truth as Evil Hat Productions and Crystal Dynamics seek to redefine the Tomb Raider series in order to escape a history wounded by colonialism, according to an excerpt from the official Tomb Raider Shadows of the Truth RPG rulebook. I mean, okay, so the Evil Hat Productions made this new Tomb Raider RPG tabletop game, which is, you know, a bunch of BS because it's got just the weirdest character. I mean, it's got Jonas and Amanda, but it's got these two other weirdos, and it's nothing like, it's not Tomb Raider. This is not. It's it's just a crappy spin-off thing. But apparently, in the rulebook for the game, they've made this announcement, and it's saying not just Evil Hat. I mean, I don't know what say they have, but Crystal Dynamics is involved in this apparently. Here's the announcement or the excerpt. Raiding, as depicted in the original Tomb Raider games and stories, involves going to ancient tombs and historical sites of different civilizations and acquiring artifacts. It operates on the assumption of finders keepers that grants raiders with the means and the drive to claim ownership over artifacts regardless of whether they have any historical or cultural claim to the treasure. Later games released in the franchise have started the work of addressing this by having Lara Croft acknowledge her past mistakes and try to understand and show respect for the cultures and communities she comes into contact with. She has also worked to reform raider culture and raise the awareness of her peers. Lara no longer decorates her mantle with mythic artifacts. As a raider, she prioritizes seeking out the truth. Much of this game is inspired by her humanity, struggle with heroism, and her tenacity. We believe that all three aspects are an important component in creating a game that celebrates history and culture while acknowledging the respect and work required to live in a world wounded by colonialism. In this game, we seek to continue in that work alongside Crystal Dynamics by creating a sandbox for you to tell stories that address colonialist themes in play and create your own stories of respect and support for the people and cultures your seekers encounter. So there that is. It's just so awful. It's disrespectful. It's like spitting on all the Tomb Raider series and the fans, and they hate Tomb Raider and they hate the fans, and they're saying how was she ever disrespectful? It's like the character always, she made ties with different people in different countries, and she was she was crazy adrenaline junkie looking for artifacts, which is great, but she had respect. She really did have respect for cultures and stuff, and it's just, these people have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea what Tomb Raider is. They don't give a fuck about it. They want to virtue signal, I guess, and use Tomb Raider as a platform to push anti-racism, but they're the most racist of all the people. These people are, all these journos or whatever, and people in this community, industry or whatever, so crazy. It's like they're making problems where there's no problems. It's like nobody cares. I mean, even if Lara was selfish in her pursuit of artifacts, who cares? It's a fantasy, like think of Game of Thrones. It's like people love that, and we need to reboot Game. I don't even know much about Game of Thrones, but I read a lot of different fantasy where people are backstabbing and always going after their own goals, but people love that stuff, It's fantasy. It's fun to indulge in something that we would never see in real life. I mean, you'd see it in real life, but, it doesn't... It's like, it's a fantasy. You get to enjoy something that really isn't going to happen in real life. Like, there's probably nobody really who's going to go all across the world going into tombs and finding powerful artifacts that can do magical things. I mean, it's fantasy, and they're taking that away. They just want to incorporate real life themes and address colonialism, and oh my goodness, it's just insane. The future of entertainment is just so screwed right now. I mean, there's good things out there, but Tomb Raider is... The future of Tomb Raider is just destroyed. I don't get how they could do this after they just released the originals. And I just think about how they didn't release it on a physical copy, and it really should have had a physical copy, a physical release. Like, to me, that just says they don't really care. Whoever was in charge of the whole production, I feel like they did it, but it's like, it deserved a physical release. I don't know, it could still get one, but it just feels like they don't have confidence in it, and they don't really think it's a hit, but it is, and they are going to see that the originals were way better than, I mean, they're not going to acknowledge that, but they're going to find out the hard way, I guess, because they're so dumb, that changing it like this is going to destroy it, and the originals are what people love. I mean, I wonder what these people do at home. It's like, do they just sit around being afraid of everything and questioning everything, and it's like they have so much hatred in them. It's like they have to look at the world as it's a racist place, and I'm a victim, and it's like, I just hate that they have to these people are in charge of our entertainment, and they're destroying our entertainment, which is the only thing that, you know, that makes, you know, it makes reality, you know, our reality, a lot of us, reality sucks for us, and entertainment is escape, and that's why we want it to be fantasy, something that they have to just incorporate real world themes, even though I feel like racism is a thing of the past. Of course, they're making more racism now, and it's like, and these people, they're just so full of hatred, and I don't know what their goal is. I don't know if they want to destroy Tomb Raider, or they actually think that this will do good, because I don't know. They're delusional if they think doing this will make it better. It's not. It's like, I don't know how they don't understand that this is how you lose money. This isn't how you make money. People like fantasy, and they don't want to go to TV. I mean, sometimes it's fun to watch a drama movie that's reflective of real life, but it's like, if you're a gamer, you like to you like to escape reality and just do something that's fantasy. You know, I'm sorry, I'm going on. It's like, just, they want to change it to her being someone who struggles with heroism, and she seeks truth, and let's see, I mean, I can't believe it said later games released in the franchise have started the work of addressing this by having Lara Croft acknowledge her past mistakes and try to understand and show respect for the cultures. She always showed respect. It's just so dumb. I mean, she has also worked to reform Raider culture and raise awareness of her peers. It's just so dumb. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You guys just make of it what you will. I think it's a slap in the face to gamers, and if they want to destroy games, why don't they just stop making them? You know, like, instead they have to take something and just, I mean, it's such a waste of effort too. It's like they're gonna make a whole new game, right? Well, I know they're talking about this tabletop, but I know in the future game they're gonna be incorporating these themes of that they mentioned here about she's gonna be seeking truth and acknowledging her past mistakes. They're gonna incorporate that into the new game and make her something she wasn't. It's like, they're gonna waste all that effort, and you know it's not gonna sell well, especially when Shadow of the Tomb Raider didn't do good. It's like, they're just wasting their time, you know. Either don't do it, or do something actually good, like, you know, that honors the original Tomb Raider, where her roots came from. Like, wasting their time. It's just, I mean, I doubt this tabletop RPG game is gonna sell well. Ugh. Anyway, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I know I just ranted and rambled, but this just shook me. It's like, oh my gosh, this is basically the announcement of the destruction of Tomb Raider. I know it came through the tabletop RPG, but it says here that they're working with Crystal Dynamics to redefine Tomb Raider, and that tells me that the future games are fucked, and yeah, Tomb Raider's dead. We need to have a funeral. Or just, yeah. Well, talk to you later. Hopefully this news wasn't too awful. It is. let's just enjoy classic Tomb Raider still, and just, I mean, we don't need to care. We just pretend this doesn't exist. All right.